Hi everyone, my name's Chris Hawley. I'm a player and volunteer at Mind United. We're a football team for adults with mental health and substance misuse issues in West London. We play at Emsley Horniman's five-a-side pitch in RBKC in London on Saturdays at 12 till 2 p.m. I'm just going to go through a code of conduct and some guidance for returning to competitive training and matches in light of the COVID-19 crisis. So it's my great pleasure to announce that competitive training and matches are back. We can now play games and training and start to organise friendlies for up to 30 people, and that includes coaches. There's no word on when the league will return yet, but we are hoping for autumn. But COVID-19 has not gone away. COVID-19 is the biggest global public health crisis to happen in our lifetime. In just 7 months, the UK has had 295,000 confirmed cases, with a staggering 45,000 deaths. People from black and ethnic minority groups are up to twice as likely to die from COVID-19 than those from white ethnic groups. Very little is known about the virus still, with no vaccine and very little evidence about immunity. Although numbers of cases and deaths have reduced, COVID-19 is still killing people. Scientists are expecting a second wave in the winter. So we need to remain vigilant and follow the FA and government guidance strictly to reduce risk and protect each other whilst playing the sport we love. So we've put together a self-assessment for symptoms of COVID-19 and a code of conduct whilst playing football. On the left there is links to the FA guidance, so if anybody wants to read those, I'm happy to send them over. I'll leave my contact details at the end of this slideshow. I'd just like to make you aware of the summary of the guidance, which is really useful. I'll be sending this out on the WhatsApp group for the team, and make sure that is uploaded to social media and our website. This is the guidance that I've put together, including the self-assessment tool and the code of behaviour. Obviously it looks very little there, so I will go into it in a little more detail in the following slides. So first off, there's a self-assessment tool. Everyone should assess themselves for symptoms using this checklist, ideally before leaving home. The coach can take your temperature, as he has a thermometer, if you'd like. But basically, if you answer yes to any of the questions on the right hand side of the screen, please don't take part in football training or matches. You must stay at home, inform the Test and Trace NHS scheme, and please seek medical advice. Numbers to call are 111 or 119, or there's a link there to book a test through the post or go to a testing service. So COVID-19 symptoms explained. So basically these are the main symptoms of coronavirus. A high temperature. This means you feel hot to touch on your chest or back, and you don't need to use a thermometer for that. A new continuous cough. This means you're coughing a lot for more than an hour, or 3 or more coughing episodes in 24 hours. And if you usually have a cough, it may be worse than usual. A loss or change to your sense of smell or taste. This means you've noticed you cannot smell or taste anything, or things smell or taste differently to normal. So I just need to reiterate, to protect others, do not go to places like a GP surgery, pharmacy or hospital if you have any of these symptoms. Stay at home and get a test using the details on the previous slide. So the code of behaviour I am just going to run through. So competitive training can take place for all participants in an outdoor setting, provided this takes place in groups of no more than 30, including coaches. So all of those returning to competitive grassroots football must adopt the following code of behaviour. Number 1, beware of your own personal health. If you show any of the COVID-19 symptoms, you must stay at home, inform NHS Test and Trace, and seek medical advice. Number 2, be responsible. Read the guidance provided by the FA and by your club so that you are aware of the changes to the game and what is expected of you. This includes things like being prepared to wash your own kit, which I know most of you do, and bring your own labelled water bottle. Practice good hygiene. Wash your hands regularly and before, during and after a game. Do not touch the ball without gloves on. There will be breaks in play during the matches every 15 minutes for hand sanitizing, and the hand sanitizer will be provided by Mind United, and drinks. Where possible, maintain social distancing. This won't always be possible in a competitive environment, for example when tackling opponents, and that is acceptable. However, before, during breaks and after a game you should maintain social distancing. Support NHS Test and Trace. Please provide your details to coaching staff so that in the event of a COVID-19 outbreak, those potentially infected can be traced. This is to everyone's benefit, so please cooperate. Do not spit. Spitting and the rinsing out of mouths is now a recognised risk to health and must not be done. Avoid shouting or raising your voice if face-to-face with other players. Do not share kit. Goalkeepers should bring their own gloves and all participants should bring their own drinks or refreshment in named containers. When the ball goes out of play, it should not be retrieved by non-participants and should be retrieved using the feet rather than the hands where possible. Set plays. Players are encouraged to avoid unnecessarily long setup or close marking. Other modifications apply to specific situations, such as goal celebrations being discouraged. Do not tackle or touch against boards or fences of the pitch. Spectator groups should be limited to 6 people per group and spread out in line with wider government guidance. So I think just in practice we may set up a perimeter around the pitch so we're not going close to the boards or fences of the court. So, in summary, what to do before a session. Use the symptom checklist to assess yourself for symptoms before you leave the house. If you have symptoms, stay at home and seek medical advice. Respect social distancing and wear a mask on public transport on your way to training. Read and sign the code of conduct before every session, and there'll be space to sign this every session. Please use the hand sanitizer provided by the coaches. Get your temperature checked by a coach if you feel it's necessary. And keep to social distancing instructions throughout the session. Finally, enjoy the return of matches and competitive training and stay safe. We will keep you updated on any changes to this guidance in line with what the FA and the government advice is. If you'd like these slides sent in to you, please contact www.mindunitedfc.com or me directly, and my email is chris.mindunitedfc@gmail.com. Thanks very much for listening, and please enjoy the return of football. Thanks, bye.